This is Loris Mafka, aka Rogan Azram, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about why it is good to be a male virgin. And I want to shout out Desolate Soul 1992 for this video, guys. Shout out to all you guys that are supporting the channel. I appreciate all your support and care, man. It's been very rough lately. This is going to be another late night video presentation I'm doing. Man, life has just been so busy and brutal lately, dude. But let's get into today's video. In my latest video, when I talked about why men that are virgins, get rejected, I went over a lot of things that are a detriment to being a virgin, but I want to touch on the things that are good of being a virgin. Like, for one, if you're a male virgin, you obviously don't have to worry about child support. You don't have to worry about a woman, just trying to just be out to get you, use your kids against you, because I think this is something that a lot of men don't understand. Women will literally use your children against you as a weapon to make you suffer because they already know that you care about those children. And then number two, another reason why it's good to be a male virgin is you literally don't have to deal with, having to just worry about catching diseases. Now, if you're a guy that's always been celibate his whole life, never was able to get with any girl, or if you're a guy such as myself who had very few successes in dating and you're now celibate, especially with the involuntary celibate just rising among men because of the dating market inflation in places like America and westernized places, you really should be glad partly to be a male virgin because these women are literally out here sleeping with a lot of guys and they don't take care of themselves, guys. And this is something that most of you guys have to really realize. A lot of times the women that you're lusting for and the women that you want are going to be the very women who make your life miserable. Just by being intimate with them, their horrible energy will get off on you. They'll start to make even more issues in your life because once you have been intimate with a girl, guys, I can tell you, things are just going to go down south, naturally speaking. Because you guys still have to realize that female energy is a destructive and chaotic thing, guys. Why do you think that the majority of men are having a hard time just being viewed as attractive to women? Because women view few select men as attractive. So that means that women partly they love creating, the type of chaos and intention to just ruin the dating market nowadays. So when you look at things for what it is, you really have to start being glad to be a guy that's inexperienced someone because you will save yourself a lot of issues. You don't have to worry about being obsessed with a girl emotionally. You don't have to worry about a girl literally cussing you out, telling you that you're nothing. Imagine you're living with a woman in the same household as her, right? And then you're waking up to her every day. She's nagging you, telling that you can't do anything right. You're useless. And this is as a man who got lucky, especially if you're an average or very unattractive man, or just a man in general nowadays. You got lucky to find a woman who wants something long term with you. And then you wake up to her and she reveals her total true face, guys. And it's not a joke. A lot of these women are playing a character. They're making themselves seem like they're just so good in bed. Oh, they have it going on. They can get any man they want. But in reality, when things come down to it behind closed doors, these women are miserable. They don't take care of themselves well, and they have mostly bad hygiene. Trust me, guys, believe it. Some of them, they smell horrible. And when you guys think about just being intimate with a girl nowadays, it's pretty much it's useless to really do because you're only going to get a horrible investment out of it because so many men don't understand that women do not care about your needs as a man and satisfying you emotionally. So what makes you think they want to satisfy you intimately wise? Unless you're a super attractive guy, they're trying to do everything under the sun with you. It's not going to work out. And even if you're a man that can still get something in this dating market, it's never going to work out because of the things I just mentioned. You're going to end up with kids with this woman. She's going to use them against you as a weapon to make you sad and unhappy when she's taking custody from them. She's taking your rights away to just see your children. You're being put on child support for the next 18 years or so. And the most brutal thing is a lot of men are still wondering about how women are, intimate wise, keeping it PG, right? A lot of men are still wondering that because they haven't even got to experience anything romantic close with a girl. Like, for a second, just forget about being with a girl in bed, guys. You haven't even experienced a woman getting to just first base with you or getting on a date with you. There are some men that are literally going into their 40s and they've never been on a real date in their whole lives. And yet we still have men talking about, oh, you need to lose your virginity. It's such a horrible thing that you're still a man and you're a virgin at, 24, 28, 29. When in reality, most of these women that you see nowadays, they don't take guys seriously at all. And imagine being with these girls intimate. Do you really think you're going to have some type of special connection with these girls? And most of the time, when you're with these girls, they're not even going to satisfy you because most likely the girl isn't going to be into you. Let's say you do get into the whole, let's say, oofy doofy theory, right? To where you get lucky with a girl and she's feeling you. You're not going to be satisfied, especially after you're done being intimate with her. It's going to feel empty, meaningless, because there's no real genuine love. The only type of intimacy that logically and rationally matters is, genuine love and obviously common sense. Intimacy is for reproduction. So when you take out the whole lustful aspect of it so much, you start to see things and realize that women aren't as, unique as a lot of them claim to be. And just for me to step out the bias of all women for a second, I would only gauge that there is only like 9 or 8% of women that are left in this world that actually do have genuine desires for a man they really care about and want to cater to him, and really make him feel like that he's cared for. But that's a very few majority of women, guys. That's a very few number. And that number gets smaller every day as this dating market expands. The more men that are just inexperienced in dating just in general. You've never even gotten to talk to a girl on the level to where she's praising you, she's trying to flirt with you, she's being romantic. If you never even experienced those things, forget about intimacy. Because the romance has to lead up to that, okay? A lot of these guys and these red pill manosphere things, like these pickup artists, they will tell you things like, oh, it's your words with women. You have to know how to keep a strong body language or structure to get her attracted to you. When in reality, all of that crap goes out the window when a woman is really putting you on spot. Especially if you do manage to get to the intimate base stage with a woman. All of that goes out the window. Game, putting on a bravado, putting on a mask as a clown in the zoo. All of that stuff goes out the window, guys. And you really need to understand something else too. You putting emotional value on this woman. Let's say if hypothetically speaking, you're still a man that's wanting to date seriously, which in the world, I don't know why you would want to do that, and especially in places like, the United States, to where, places are just westernized. In reality, it's just bad all over the world. But if you're trying to still date as a man seriously in general, you're putting more emotional and just care into this woman. You're putting time into her. You're putting like your blood, sweat, and tears into her. And once things don't work out, because a lot of you guys still have to really look at, relationships do not last. Relationships are not built to last in this generation. We do not have the same type of foundations of women actually valuing virgin men. And if anything, women never really value virgin men unless they could take advantage of him. And yes, you do have those women out here. Women will specifically target men that they know that are inexperienced in dating, They know that these guys don't get any play whatsoever. They don't know how to navigate a woman's behavior or the things that she says. Men can't pick up on it when a girl really isn't into them. So these women figure, oh, I can just predatorize and target these guys because I know these guys, they're inexperienced. They're going to put more emotional care into me. I can get money off them possibly without even having to sleep with them. And that's another thing you need to realize as well that's good about somewhat not having women talk to you is a lot of women are going to view you as something that they can just play with. And just when they're done with it, they'll probably pass you on to another woman who can probably use money from you. And this is just a very dark, hyper scenario I'm talking about, guys. But when you're a man in today's society, it's very possible. So when the woman is done with you, she's just going to be poof, gone like that. And then it's back to being depressed. It's back to being sad. It's back to you still being a virgin man anyway. So why not take some pride in being a male virgin? Especially in today's society to where diseases are running rampant, especially with women. They're sleeping with a few select men, giving them attention. What type of mouth herpes and diseases do you think a few of these women might have, guys? And you're still wanting to be with these women? You nearly need to be glad a part of you, right? Because I'm not saying you're going to be totally glad, like, oh, I've never had genuine love or had a girl care about me. You're not going to be glad about that completely. Like, what man would? But my point is, you have to find somewhat of the gold and treasure within the storm you're battling through. And male virginity, we really have to start respecting it and just honing in on it, especially when you're in a dating market to where the women don't really value you like that as a man. Be glad that you don't have kids like that. Be glad you don't have to put up with a girl nagging at you, constantly telling you, oh, this isn't enough, that isn't enough. Playing mind games with you, getting you to be some type of artificial simp for her entertainment. Be glad that you don't have to deal with that to the extent. Are you still going to deal with rejection? Are you still going to deal with the nights of not feeling enough, incomplete, somewhat because you don't have the type of genuine natural affection you need from a woman biologically speaking? Yeah. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you're going to have self-dignity and some just respect for yourself, because a woman is not worth you just giving your all only to get nothing in the end anyway. So just be glad somewhat that you're still a male virgin and really hold on to that. Don't give yourself away from any woman. And if you're still feeling sad about it, guys, you really have to look at this world and always come back to this video to just remind you of the type of dark women and the strange things you're dealing with in today's society and dating. So you guys take care. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I would appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from modern women. Thank you.